Hello students, so we were reading about Iltutmish. So coming to Iltutmish organized a group of powerful Turkish nobles called Chalisa. Chalisa, what is the meaning of Chalisa? Means 40. Chalisa means the 40 to overcome his enemies. He introduced an efficient system for collecting land revenue and reorganized the currency of the Sultanate. So if he introduced an efficient system of collecting land revenue. What was land revenue? Basically, the peasants who used to work on the lands, the farmers, they had to pay a land revenue for their produce that they would sell in the market. So he introduced an efficient system of land revenue. He completed the construction of the Qutub Minar. He also completed the construction of Qutub Minar, which was started by Qutubuddin Aibak. He also built a mosque at Badaun and his own tomb of red sandstone at Delhi. He built a mosque at Badaun and his own tomb. After Iltutmish, his daughter Razia ruled until she was murdered in 1240. After Iltutmish, Razia, who was his daughter, she ruled and she was later on murdered in 1240. So coming to Ghiyasuddin Balban. So we are still going with slave or Mamluk dynasty. Next we will be studying about Khalji dynasty. So Ghiyasuddin Balban 1266 to 1287. After several weak rulers, Ghiyasuddin Balban, a powerful member of the Chalisa. Chalisa was the group of 40 which was established by Iltutmish, became Sultan in 1266. So Ghiyasuddin Balban became Sultan in 1266 in Mamluk or slave dynasty. Balban crushed the Chalisa and displayed his power by introducing strict discipline in his court. He crushed the Chalisa, which means he finished the Chalisa, although he was part of Chalisa himself earlier. And he introduced strict discipline in the court. He introduced the Persian custom of Zamin Bos, that is lying flat on one's face before the emperor to show respect. Zamin Bos is when you lie flat on the ground in order to show respect to your leader or your king. Balban restored law and order, reorganized the army, and maintained an efficient spy system. He had a very powerful spy system because he himself was from Chalisa, which is like the 40 best fighters. So he had the art of making a spy system of his own. He suppressed a revolt in Bengal and fortified his frontiers to guard against possible Mongol attacks. So he also suppressed a revolt in Bengal and he fortified his frontiers, means made his strength powerful to guard against Mongol attacks. He died in 1287. So we come to Khalji dynasty now. The next dynasty is Khalji dynasty, which was from 1290 to 1320. The Khalji dynasty was established by Jalaluddin Firoz in 1290. In 1296, Jalaluddin's nephew Alauddin murdered him and proclaimed himself Sultan. So Alauddin murdered, who was the nephew of Jalaluddin, he murdered him and became the Sultan himself. So Alauddin Khalji from 1296 to 1316. Alauddin Khalji was the ablest ruler of the Khalji dynasty. Ablest ruler means he was the most efficient ruler. He was the most powerful ruler of Khalji dynasty. His conquests, we will be reading about his conquests. Alauddin established a vast empire. He conquered Gujarat, which gave him access to its ports. Foreign trade through these ports ensured the import of horses for the army. So Alauddin established a vast empire. He spread across the India. He conquered Gujarat, which gave him access to Gujarat had seaports. So he had access to seaports after he conquered it. Foreign trade through these ports, there were import of horses and army because of the foreign trade. So he had access to. Alauddin also conquered Ranthambore, Marwar, Mewar and Malwa. All these locations were conquered by Alauddin. According to the legend, he attacked Chittor, the capital of Mewar, to capture Padmini, the beautiful queen of Mewar's ruler Ratan Singh. So we stop here for today. We'll be reading about Alauddin Khalji in the next class.